So, a very good evening to all my dear friends. So, today we have a dynamic candidate with us. As you can see, she is Nazi Farah. And what can be better than this? A person who is pursuing her post graduation and she is still in her college only, studying the things. Okay, the degree will get completed. Aaj nahi, kal ho jayega, right? And it's a dream thing for any student. Study karte karte, right, you get into some reputed organization. You're studying, ki placement hoga, what will happen next, what I will be giving, right? Many students are thinking this only. And due to her hard work in that post graduation thing on the in between, she gets a call from one of the reputed institutes of India to work with, that is Nabard. My heartiest congratulations to you, Farah, for your grand success in Nabard 2023.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. And sir, it would not have been possible
Okay.
without your
Now
guidance.
coming on to the main thing, if you can just give a brief background, educational background of yours, so that the other will also think on that lines. If you can let us know.
Sir, definitely, sir. So I have done my graduation in the year 2022. My graduation got completed from Rani Lakshmi Bai Central Agricultural University. So I pursued, BSc Honors Agriculture. And sir, I appeared for Nabard in the year 2022 itself. Sir, I gave pre and then mains, but sir, unfortunately, I was not able to clear the cutoff by 0.25 marks. Sir, I remember the cutoff last year for mains was 130.50, and my marks was
Mhm.
130.25. So and so in the meantime only I gave JRF examinations. So I guess the Nabard prelims was on 7th of September and my examination was on 19th of September. So sir, I gave the examination and JRF I got All India rank 60. So I got JN KVV through it. So I took admissions over there. So in the initial few months after the result, I was very disheartened. I clearly remember the result came on Friday and it was 1st or 2nd September, 1st or 2nd of
Mhm.
December. So I was disheartened, and I took a break from the studies for 2 or 3 months, and then again I started my preparation in March, and I was already in college at that time. So that was when I started my preparation. In between, due to examination, there was a break of around a month and a half or something like that. And so, but then also I continued. So then notification for this came in 2023 around September, 1st or 2nd of
Mhm.
September, and so then I prepared for it. So this was my whole journey.
Right. And this is also one of these motivating message also. See, the other candidates watching out this video can look into this. See, if you do not get selected into first instance, like many students also call me that I have not get selected, I have not got selected. So I will leave the preparation and this is not my cup of tea. If you keep on doing, right, if you have positive energy, right, if you mold your negative things away and if you can just get right things into right track, definitely selection will be there. Aaj nahi to kal hona hi hai, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now coming on to the preparation mode, Para, the phase one, the phase two, and the interviews, all the phases are important. So
Yes,
first,
sir.
let us know about your strategy for the phase one because you have given right consecutively for the 2 years. So you
Yes,
can
sir.
tell the 2024 people that what should be their strategy for phase one of the examination.
So, first of all, the same strategy which I applied in the year 2022, I applied in the year 2023 also. So, I basically what I did is I used to make, proper like schedules and, what I have to cover. I used to maintain a diary. So, this was
Hmm.
my diary if it's visible. So,
Yes,
as
yes,
you can
yes.
Yes, sir. As you can see, I prepared like quants में ये आ जाएगा, reasoning में ये आ जाएगा. Then English I'll do like 15 days before. मतलब English तो sir, my English is kind of good, so I didn't worry on that. So then I mentioned that computer I'll do 15 days before, and then English I'll do DM I'll do 15 days before. Like that I mentioned. So I made a very beautiful schedule कि ऐसे week 1 में ये cover कर लेंगे, week 2 में ये. But sir, unfortunately, 2nd September pe it came, notification came, and around 12th of September, I was diagnosed for dengue. So sir, 2 हफ्ते 3 हफ्ते उसी में चले गए. So sir, I had to reschedule the entire thing, and then I made another schedule like beginning from 4th of October. So sir, I made
Hmm.
like for that, and sir, when you make a schedule now, you know where you are at your preparation right now. So
Hmm.
that's why I made a schedule. So as you can see, I made a schedule. I made it like that ki I uh, like this ki pehle week 1 mein I'll do inflation and population and like that I mentioned, and sir ARD mein bhi वैसे ही, and then like 16 days before I'll revise schemes, I'll revise ARD ESI and so like that sir. In that also I divided like reports में कौन सी reports आएगी, तो I used to mention the report like agri ministry के annual report, rural development के annual report, panchayati raj के annual report, and then I made a list and I used to check, you know, after first revision I used to check the checklist, and after the second final revision I used to check the checklist. So sir वैसे when you'll make, you know, calendar and you'll schedule it according to that na, your preparation will go, you know, very smooth. So that's what I did. And sir how I did now I'll mention कि किया कैसे. तो sir I took two courses, like one I took from EduTap and another I took from Clarity. So sir, what happened that one of my friends suggested कि try EduTap, so I took EduTap in July, and then one of my seniors suggested that Clarity sir's guidance is very good, so I took Clarity in September. So sir, before taking your course, I had already started my preparation of current affairs from EduTap, so I didn't want to switch it at the last moment. So sir, I did all my current affairs part from EduTap, and sir, reports and scheme. Sir, reports for you had given a document at the end for reports. Sir, it looks something like this. So I took a printout of it and I used to revise the reports through that. And sir, schemes also. I made notes for schemes since I had a lot of time. Because I started my preparation early, so I made a, you know, just a second. So suppose this is Ministry of Food Processing. So I wrote scheme, launch year, outlay, and then like that I used to make a table and I used to write the schemes in that format only. So this I did, and sir, in last few days, like when I had to do my revision, I made a small, like paper sort of thing. I'll show it to you right now. So suppose this is 2014 में कौन सी स्कीम्स आई, उसका लॉन्च ईयर, उसका डेट, वैसे करके कितना अगर इस साल का आउटले है तो आउटले कितना है, वैसे आई यूज्ड टू फॉर लास्ट मोमेंट रिवीजन सॉर्ट ऑफ. तो सर दैट वाज अबाउट स्कीम्स एंड रिपोर्ट्स. एंड देन सर कम्स करंट अफेयर्स. तो करंट अफेयर्स तो आई टोटली डिपेंडेंट ऑन एड्यूटैप व्हाट एवर दे प्रोवाइडेड. तो फॉर दैट जनरल अवेयरनेस पे या तो यू कैन गो विद अफेयर्स क्लाउड, या तो आपका आता है लाइक वीकली टेस्ट पावर प्ले करके, तो यू कैन गो ऑन थ्रू दैट. देन सर decision making, तो sir your course provided a decision making का notes, तो I went through that. And sir computer also is also provided in the course itself, तो you can go through that. Quants reasoning English sir पिछले साल दिया था, तो इस साल भी मेरा ठीक था. पिछले साल I just started quants reasoning English after the notification, so I had various I took help of YouTube to prepare my quants and reasoning portion. तो that was already done last year, तो इस साल मेरे को उसमें ज्यादा मेहनत नहीं लगी. Then sir, I guess I had talked everything about the prelims. ARD में static आता है, which is important in prelims. तो सर वो तो मेरा already covered था, क्योंकि मेरा background है agriculture का. तो सर this was what I went through, schemes की report. So I guess prelims I covered like that.
Right. Uh, so another thing is prelims. We see that there is a mix of the things as far as beautifully described, that current how she referred, static how she referred, and non-merit को do not neglect it. उसको भी पढ़िए, right? This is very important. Now coming on to the second phase of the examination, Farah, that is more important, and as I say, the real battle is starts from the phase 2 of the
Yes, sir,
examination
yes,
only,
yes,
because
sir,
of the
yes, sir.
narrowing down of the selection ratio 1:3.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what was your take on this overall descriptive answer writing? How you used to practice? How many answers you used to practice? थोड़ा उसके बारे में बताइए हमें.
So since I had already, last year, I guess my selection, I was not able to get selected because, sir, I just prepared for like 20 to 25 months after the results came for prelims. I started preparing after that. So that was not enough time, for a fresh candidate to, go through everything, revise everything, write answers. So kahin na kahin pe that was lagging. So isliye I was not able to clear the cutoff. So this year, what I did, immediately after the prelims, I started writing answers. कि एक दो आंसर्स तो डेली लिख ही लेना है, और दैट आल्सो टाइप इट. मतलब don't just write it on the paper, type it, because at the end of the day what you have to do is do the typing and you have to show the answer there. So sir, that I did. I'll show sir. I
Hmm.
used to make templates. Like I took your course and you said that make a template and according to write introduction and then what are the problems and what are the solutions and what will be the conclusion. So sir, I little bit I modified in that. I used to write introduction, then some examples or recent whatever development has taken place. Then, sir, I used to also include government schemes. I used to write drawbacks. I used to write, what are the solutions, or if the topic demands pros and cons, so I used to write pros and cons and then conclusion. So that also I used to make. So, for example, agriculture marketing came in our, question this year.
Hmm.
So, sir,
Yes.
I
Yes.
already made a template of introduction and then problems and then conclusion. तो इस वजह से वहां पे फिर आपको रिकॉल करने में इशू नहीं आती है. अब जैसे
Hmm.
सर, there was a question about rural financial institutions. I never made a template for rural financial institution, but I had made a template of RRBs and tax and like that. So I took issues and तो वैसे अगर आप notes बना के रखते हो तो it helps you, like if not direct answer comes, then also you can bring some points from there, some from points from here in your notes, and you can make a beautiful answer. Another thing what I did for descriptive, sir, कि when I was writing notes for agriculture extension, no, that time only, while revising, I came up with this कि अगर मतलब we can't make diagrams in the examination, or we can't write, can't make flowcharts. So what I thought, कि what I'll do is make two dashes and a greater than mark that will form an arrow. So what I did in an agriculture extension, no, I gave an introduction, agriculture extension. I wrote what introduction was, and then what I did, I wrote farmers, दो dash and a arrow, and a greater max sign, made a arrow. Then I wrote farmers, sorry, extension workers, and then I wrote extension, scientists. तो scientist तो ये एक ऐसे flow chart बन गया. तो it's
Hmm.
pictorial representation of whatever answer I wrote. Then sir, फिर वैसे ही. So I think these are the few things that I did which gave me ace, ना, and gave me extra marks, because I already knew कि मेरा objective part थोड़ा सा weak है. So I had
Hmm.
to pull more marks in the subjective and English descriptive portion. So when it comes to
Hmm.
English descriptive, what I did is I already, like, for topics I used to, like farmers पे एक दो quotes already लिख के रख लिया. अभी 2047 envisioning India 2047 का बहुत सारा ये चल रहा है, तो उस पे एक दो quotes लिख के रख लिया, and I used to memorize those. And sir, incidentally, question came on, essay topic was around cooperatives, which we already used to study for the descriptive portion. तो वहां पे
Hmm.
एक John F Kennedy का quote I wrote. It was like, a farmer is the only person in the economy that pays freight both ways.
Yes.
I wrote that. I put it in inverted columns, and I put a dash, and I wrote John F Kennedy, and then I started my answers. So try to do whatever differentiation you can bring in your
Hmm.
answers, so that you can fetch more marks. So sir, I think that what answer my descriptive portion is a bit strong, and since I took your guidance, it also get stronger. So earlier I used to,
Hmm.
I didn't used to write introduction and drawbacks and conclusion, but when I took your classes, you said कि नहीं, introduction लिखना है, conclusion लिखना है, ताकि वो मतलब अलग से एग्जामिनर को ज्यादा मेहनत नहीं
Right.
करनी पड़े इंट्रोडक्शन ढूंढने में, कंक्लूजन ढूंढने में. तो सर,
Hmm.
earlier when I used to write your answers, no, तो वहां पे I didn't wrote introduction and all that, but फिर धीरे धीरे I also got to understand नहीं, that is very important. So I used to, तो finally मेरा end में I got good marks, among when you gave
Hmm.
marking, no, I got good marks. So I realized कि नहीं नहीं, ये तो करना चाहिए. So second thing, take a test series. Whatever suits you, you take that. But
Right.
for if you ask me, I'll suggest clarity, just because of one reason. Because अगर आप कोई और institute का देखते हो, then they provide, pamphlets sort of, earlier whatever the question is going to come in that test, they give a model answer for that. तो कुछ
Hmm.
नया आंसर नहीं आएगा जब आप टेस्ट देने जाओगे, तो ऐसा कोई नया आंसर नहीं आएगा. And you will not feel ki that hormonal rush when you see the answer, that
Right.
adrenaline rush, you won't feel कि answer तो आपको पता ही है आपको किस इसमें लिखना है.
Hmm.
तो सर, that is what I liked about clarity, descriptive test series, क्योंकि आपको वो क्वेश्चन नहीं पता रहता है, तो फिर वहां पे आपको वहीं पे फ्रेम करना है, तो वो एग्जाम का थोड़ा एक सिमुलेशन मॉडल बन जाता है. तो दैट इज वाई. आंसर डिस्क्रिप्टिव का भी सेम आपको बता दिया. ऑब्जेक्टिव सर, आई वोंट से कि मेरा स्ट्रॉन्ग पार्ट था. Objective was kind of weak. I यूज टू थिंक इसको बस 30-35 के ऊपर खींच देना है किसी तरह, ताकि बाकी
हम्म,
उधर पे बेटर आए, इधर इतना खराब। क्योंकि सर मेरा पिछले बार लाइक आई गॉट 40 इन डिस्क्रिप्टिव ऑब्जेक्ट, English I got 62 marks. Where I lagged was objective. I got 28.25 only in that. So that is why I was not able to clear the cutoff. So, sir, this year, I properly, I remember you took classes for ministry's annual report, every ministry's annual report. So I prepared notes for everything. Whatever point you said in the class, I used to write it and, prepared notes accordingly about for every ministry. But I didn't leave any thing this year कि जिसके वजह से मेरा सिलेक्शन में कोई भी रुकावट आए। तो
right.
एंड स्कीम्स तो मेरे नोट्स प्रिपेयर्ड ही थे, एंड करंट अफेयर्स का भी मैंने देख ही लिया था। एंड फिर उसी हिसाब से आई प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर ऑब्जेक्टिव। तो सर ऐसे।
Right. Such a detailed, right? You told everything, and definitely the way you are preparing, Farah, the definitely will motivate you. कैसे diary maintain करनी है, कैसे चीजों को लिखना, how you should write in your diary, the schedule. If something uncertain happened, how you should be flexible and adapt yourself, how you should make the pointers, how you should make the notes. I think such a detailed description, no topper has talked about what you talked, and definitely it is going to help so many candidates. And not only helping motivation कि कैसे करना है, right? If she has done as she told, she has not left anything so that becomes the obstacle or hurdle for our selection. देखो यही होता है मेहनत. If somebody asks me, calls me and asks me, sir मेरा होगा नहीं होगा selection, इतना किया है आपने, do you think honestly आप सोच के देखो जो फरा ने किया है, the way she prepared, आपने किया है, आपको लगेगा नहीं somewhere I am missing. That's the commitment, that's the hard work that she has done and she has got the results also. बहुत अच्छा लगा मुझे फरा ये सब देख के रियली. नाउ कमिंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट पार्ट जो
सर
कि
वन गुड थिंग, सर
या
वन थिंग
या
इज
या
दिस नाउ, सर मेनी पीपल कम अप विद ग्रामर में मेरे ऐसे मिस्टेक्स हो रहे हैं, एंड आई एम नॉट एबल टू इम्प्रूव माय ग्रामर। So for
हम्म
that, what I did, I want to share that. So what I used to do
हम्म
is I used to write a paragraph and I used to check whatever किस grammar के part में I'm getting errors. Suppose I'm getting what problem I used to have is I got errors in articles a lot. So sir देखिए यहाँ पे I have written articles. Uh,
राइट 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 या
articles and so I used to practice then articles. I read articles from grammar book because I know कि बाकी part तो मेरा सही है, articles में issue है, तो I read articles and then I wrote again. तो वहां पे ऐसे आप grammar mistakes में essays में help ले सकते हैं।
राइट राइट वेरी गुड. दिस इज ऑल्सो वेरी गुड पॉइंट नोटेड आउट. मैं भी ये बोलता था स्टूडेंट को कि देखो इन इंग्लिश व्हाट हैपेंस ना द मिस्टेक्स इन इनहेरेंट टू अ पीपल, right? If
Yes,
you'll
sir.
see your mistakes, if you jot it down, you'll not commit it again. That's very good thing. Now one more thing that was very good in Farha's overall preparation was her interview. And one thing we discussed before your interview, right? That also, I think, made your interview so much lively and innovative. The
Yes, sir.
poem that she has prepared that shows her right commitment for the Nabard, so her thinking capability. If you can just share that poem, it would be right very nice. So students can also think on that and something innovative. If it's possible, Farah, you can share that
Yes,
poem.
sure, sir, sure, sir. Sir, I prepared this 6-line poem because I had a thing written in my DAF ki I am interested in creative writing, but they didn't come up with this question. So in the end of the interview, I very politely asked ki sir and ma'am, I have prepared something on Nabard and I would really want to share it with you only if time permits. So she said okay, go on. So the poem was like this. It all started with traffic card, a committee that suggested Nabard. Today, through different schemes, Nabard funds millions of rural dreams. Leaving no one behind, taking rural India forward is the tagline. And then I added a sentence that, sir and ma'am, I'm eagerly waiting to, replace the term da with har someday so that my poem ends with taking rural India forward is our tagline. And I guess she was very impressed with this. But again, I was a bit worried ki this is new and I guess nobody else has done like asked and
Right.
then said something. So I was a bit of worried, but her reaction was very good. She said well done, or very good, all the best and well done. So I was like maybe it might work.
right? It is the time of actually for competition, and if you're not right outpace your competition, if you're not try to take competitive edge, not only in the descriptive paper, not only in the objective, but in interview also, you have to beat your competitor. And that competitive spirit you have shown, your thought, your thinking sahi aata hai, that is your thought process. That's a very good thing, right? So
Yes.
hats off to you for this, actually, from my side also.
Thank you so much, sir.
That's good. So I think most of the things, Farah, you have discussed. My last question to you: any two, three things which you ask new aspirants to avoid? Because करने को बहुत कुछ है. क्या ऐसी चीज है you think should avoid this?
The first thing that I'm able to think right now is don't go on diverse sources. आप एक source लो उसको पकड़ के चलो. आपने किसी का भी
Hmm.
current affairs उठाया, like I switched to your course, not switched, like I took your course for descriptive a month after, but I didn't switch my source of current affairs which I was already doing from EduTab.
Hmm.
क्योंकि ऐसे
Hmm.
switch करने से ना बहुत सारी चीजें हो जाती which you are not able to cover in that
Hmm.
short span
Hmm.
of time.
Hmm.
ठीक है.
Right.
And even if you're running on track, last moment पे क्या हो जाए, because I was diagnosed with dengue just I guess 2-3 weeks before the examination. तो last moment पे क्या हो जाए आपको नहीं पता, तो जो आपके पास source है वही लेके चलो. So second thing,
Hmm.
don't sit like Nabard can be done in 2-3 months only. So I'll start from 2-3 months before only. Don't sit for that. If you don't have anything better to do, start your preparation from today itself. Like, and third thing, sir, don't distract yourself. When I used to prepare for Nabard, those after the notification come, like sir, 24 hours apart from the sleeping time, in my mind I used to think about Nabard only. That is why I used to. That is why how I came up, with all those creative things. What I can do to differentiate my answer, what I can do to differentiate my interview. Sir, this poem which I told you right now, I was just sitting and I was about to sleep, and then these lines came into my mind, and I just jotted down. तो वैसे you
Hmm.
just in like 24 hours, as much as possible, try to think about Nabard only and try to think about how creative you can be for your answers. So these three things is what I would
Right.
like to say.
Right. Definitely, Nabard is running in your blood, and you will prove to be asset for the organization.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, Farah. Okay, Farah. Thank you so much for your valuable feedbacks. Right, definitely it will motivate, and it will definitely show a way to the other aspirants as well for the coming years. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time. God bless you.
Thank you so
All the
much.
best for your future endeavors.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.